What's up, guys? So I'm up in Penryn, California. I went to a Travis Tritt show last night. I got shit showed last night. And I'm gonna head up to Lake Tahoe, stay with my buddy Mo. I might go do some camping. I might do some boating. I have no idea what's going on, but look at this awesome place. And I'll show you guys my camp from last night. I had my camp set up here under these trees. And the reason I did that is to keep all the dew and the mist off of me. This morning, all my gear was dry. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already 95 degrees. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to Tahoe. I'm going to take a blue pill. Jumping in Lake Tahoe is called a blue pill. Not the Viagra one, but I'm open-minded. What you got?
Yep. Yeah, that's cool.
What's going on, guys? So I'm staying at my buddy Mo's beach house in Lake Tahoe, and he just called me up and said, hey dude, you got 30 seconds to get down to the dock. We're gonna hop in a boat. We're gonna go get tacos. So you guys are coming with me. Let's rip. Dude, this place is empty. Went over to this fancy place called Chambers, had a cheeseburger, a beer, feel much better, less hungover. Well, this is a pretty cool spot. We have Lake Tahoe, and I'm right at the mouth where it turns into the Truckee River. The lake is really low right now. Typically where I'm standing would be underwater. And the Truckee River would completely cover that sandbar. Well, I've really enjoyed myself the last 2 days in Lake Tahoe. Stayed with my friend Mo and checking out his new clothing line, West Shore Dreams. Cool stuff. But it's time to get down the road, and I'm going to head up to Ebbets Pass, it's called. It's Highway 4. Turns into a single lane, super twisty, tons of outlaw camping. So I have high expectations. Let's rip. What's going on, guys? I just stopped to rest here along this creek for a little bit. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to start looking for a camp, and I'm going to show you guys how I find them. Let's roll. All right, I just found this little spot off a dirt road. It's not too bad. We got a fire pit. Looks like somebody's building a teepee over there. But it's pretty hot, and I'd like to find something along the creek. It's about 95 degrees. I think I'm gonna push on. Keep my eyes open. We'll find something good. All right, I just found this little spot down this dirt road. Nice good sized clearing, and if it has access to the creek, this might be it. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, well, I gotta set up camp. Well, this is a pretty cool place to camp. I've been here about 5 minutes and I can't stop sweating. It's about 95 degrees. I'm heading up over Ebbets Pass, and I'm right at the bottom of the pass right now. I think if I get up that pass about another 2,000–3,000 feet of elevation, it'll really cool off. I'm gonna put a pin in this place. We'll come back here, but I think I can do better. Well, I think I found my camp. It's a few miles up the road from the last place. It's 5 degrees cooler, and it's an old abandoned silver mining camp. And if you guys know me, I love ghost towns. All right, so because of the bears in the area, it's a little harder to find camp today than it normally is. I've been looking for like 2 hours. I finally found a place. There's a little creek that runs along right here. I'm gonna get my camp set up, it's a flat spot, and I'll show you guys around my little outlaw camp here. By the way, the term outlaw camp just refers to a campground that doesn't have fire pits, tables, things like that. A non-paid-for campsite, we call it an outlaw camp. All right, well, I got camp set up. It took me about 4 minutes. That included my chair. Now I'm gonna show you guys the creek. It isn't much of a creek. It's hardly running, but at least it's water. So today's step 2 is gonna suck. It's been rolling around in the back of my saddlebag for like 2 hours. It's definitely gonna be warm. I just cracked it and it exploded all over the place. It's a Federation Brewing out of the friendly town of Oakland, California. It's a blonde ale. It's warm. Yep, that's hard. I'm gonna go let it sit in the creek for a little bit. I also just noticed the name of the beer is behind you. And anytime you're in Oakland, that's always a good place to look. It's about 7:30. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm pretty tired. It was hot all day. It gets dark in the mountains pretty early. It also gets really cold in the mountains. So one way to stay warm, always have a set of fresh clothes to sleep in. You never want to wear your riding clothes to bed. All that humidity that gets trapped in your sleeping bag, and you're going to be freezing cold. Always wear fresh clothes to bed. Good morning. I'm going to break down camp, and we're going to hit the road. The road out of camp is awesome, so I'm going to take you guys for a ride. Let's rip. I'm about 5 minutes down the road from my last camp, and I found a really good camp. I'm gonna put this in my Google Maps, and I'm gonna come back here. So I got one little fire pit here along a dry creek bed, and I'll flip the camera around and show you guys how I got in here. Great sandy place to set up your tent. Got a fire pit right there with some wood in it. I'll show you the road. Now this is how I find these campsites. If you're in the United States state forest, then as long as you're 100 feet off of a paved road and there aren't any no trespassing signs, you can camp there for up to 14 days. This is well over 100 feet. So when you're cruising along and you see one of these dirt roads, pop in and check it out. It is free camping. You can stay there for 14 days. Then you have to move 15 miles and you can stay for another 14 days. Download an app called US Public Lands and it'll show you on your GPS if you are in public lands. So I'm out of breath. It's like 8,000 feet of elevation up here. I am winded. All right, guys, I just made it to Ligorio's Bar and Grill in Farmington, California. I'm gonna go in and get some frog legs and some oysters. This place is awesome. Probably a cold step too, because it's 109 degrees right now. When I come out, I'm gonna give you guys some tips about how riding in the hot weather. So here are my tips to stay cool. One, get yourself a long sleeve sun shirt like this. They're SPF 50, so you have to wear sunblock. You put your hood up, then you put your helmet on. Loudest truck in the world. Huge wiener, that dude, guaranteed. Anyway, you put your hood up like this, you put your helmet on, and then it keeps all the sun off the back of your neck. Then you get yourself a spray bottle from Home Depot, Tractor Supply Company, any hardware store. You fill it with water, and you put it somewhere accessible on your bike. Every 5 minutes or so, you hose yourself down. When it's 115 degrees out, it feels like it's less than 100. That's how much it knocks the temperature off. Huge, huge life-saving tip there. Well, that's it for today's ride. Everyone, thanks for following in and tuning along. Like, subscribe, all the stuff for the algorithm, and see you down the road.